Step back from disengaging. Let's not be stuck with it. Step back furthermore. Disengaging without grasping itself. Keep opening up widely, constantly. Let's not be limited with just non-attachments. It doesn't grasp itself. To be limited with just not attachment, it means it's also still attaching. Step back furthermore. Stepping back even from the stepping back itself. Discard the discarding itself constantly. In this way, there will be no flaw. A tiny bit of hanging on to any state, any symptom, within seeing, knowing, and looking, it will become realm of existence. Holding on to anything is gonna be a realm of existence. No grasping for the non-grasping itself completely, child. Maintaining a tiny limit, maintaining stillness, indifference, or disengaging, that is maintaining realm of existence. The non-attachment is not yet discarding itself, is still not yet true non-attachment. It's still maintaining itself. It's still giving significance to itself, step further from the non-attachment itself. Simultaneously opening up widely as usual. Let's not be limited with just disengaging. Step back furthermore from it. That is disengaging, that doesn't grasp itself. Keep opening up widely as usual, simultaneously with all things in samsara. In this way, it will be truly not grasping for the conclusion itself. For the sake of the conclusion itself, trying to conclude, that is the overlaying of the grasping mind, which is a subtle thing. In order to purify the grasping mind, it has to be blessing, conclude through the conclusion itself, internally and externally. No grasping for the non-grasping itself, both internally and externally, simultaneously, uninvolved within the uninvolved itself, simultaneously, within and without. It will purify the overlaying grasping mind. The conclusion that grasps for itself, ending trying to grasp itself. This is the samudaya, the cause of suffering that's still overlaying there. Therefore, proceed simultaneously with everything. It will purify everything simultaneously and automatically. Step back without grasping for the non-attachment itself. To be limited with just non-attachment, it will be stuck with just stillness, indifference, stopping, equanimity. That is still a realm of existence. No exception, even the high realms of existence purify everything, all realms. It's not about anything within anything, child. Let's not be limited to anything at all, with just being still, indifference, stopping, or anything whatsoever. Step back, disengage from disengaging itself in the way that is opening up widely with everything. There will be automatic purification of the extinction. Beware, let's not be stuck with just disengaging. that is still being stuck, being limited. It's not yet discarded, discarding itself. The non-attachment doesn't discard itself yet. Therefore, let's conclude well. Conclude within the conclusion itself and just open up widely simultaneously. Then there will be automatic purification of the extinction for the internal and the external. Step back constantly from the non-attachment itself, without grasping for stepping back itself. Stepping back from the stepping back itself. No grasping for the non-grasping itself. If it is not yet without flaw, then it is still with flaw. There are still difficulties in it. To enable to spontaneously giving ending for samsara, it has to be with the essence of the emptiness that is not itself. That there is no need to empty out. No is not no itself. To help end for samsara instantaneously, which is the mahasunyata only. The emptiness that doesn't grasp itself, that doesn't signify itself. Everything is not about grasping for it. And overlaying of the grasping mind, even a tiny bit to any state of mind, it will become realm of existence immediately. It's not about gaining or not gaining anything. Being deluded to gain or not is samsara within itself. Samsara of the desire, of the delusion, of the delusive attachment. This is not about gaining or not gaining, attaining or not attaining. It's not right there. That's not the point. Even not grasping doesn't grasp itself, child. How come there is a delusion to gain or not gain, attain or not attaining anything? Attaining the body, mind or dharma. Even dharma doesn't grasp itself. Anatta doesn't grasp itself. How can there be any gaining or attaining anything? That is a delusion. Within dharma, attaining dharma in whatever ways, that is overlaying to gain, to grasp towards something that is not about grasping. Discard the discarding itself, child. Renounce from the renunciation itself. No grasping for the non-grasping itself. In this way, it will be without flaw. It's not about something, attaining something or not attaining something. No grasping for the non-grasping itself, child. Not attached to the non-attachment itself. In this way, there will be no flaw. If there is something within attaching or not attaching, it's still samsara. Whether it is samsara of the noble ones or the worldlings, it's still samsara. Not attached to the non-attachment itself, child. Disengage from disengaging itself. Not attached even from the non-attachment itself. No grasping from the non-grasping itself. In this way, it will purify the composure of the anicca, the dukkha, and anatta. Let's purify the attempt to compose. That is the maintaining of the suffering itself. Discard the disengaging itself, not attached even from the non-attachment itself. The non-attachment is not fixated to itself, it doesn't grasp itself. This will purify the composure of the mind, the maintaining of the mind from the single-mindedness state downwards, which is the delusive attachment that is crystallized. How can it be crystallized within something that is shifting and changing, which is meaningless and unable to grasp it? It becomes realm of existence right away in such a action. Disengage from disengaging itself. Nothing is within the non-attachment itself. Let's proceed simultaneously with everything through the same essence. The emptiness that has no need to empty out is not about anything within the emptiness. Emptiness is not even emptiness itself. Let's proceed simultaneously with everything thoroughly, without separating Nibbana from samsara. Don't be deluded to separate anything. There is not anything that is trying to separate. There is just the mind that created itself. Earth, air, water, and fire, air elements, they never think of separating themselves from themselves. Nothing is separating from anything, but the separation is created all by oneself. That is Tithi, opinions and meanings that has been used too much, has been deludedly used too much of Tithi, being obsessed to use opinions and meanings. Therefore, there is differentiate within ideas that creates conflicts, differentiations, and quarrels. Even togetherness is not the way. So what is it that is separating from anything? Nibbana is not even Nibbana itself. The enlightenment is not even enlightenment itself. What is there to be separated from Nibbana? Not fixated even from the non-fixation itself. Let's not be deluded to not fixated. Don't think that it's not about not fixated to anything. Not fixated even to the non-fixated itself. Not attached even to the non-attachment itself. Not attached to the non-attachment itself. In this way, it will give ending to the personhood who is trying to not attach. Naturally, there will not be anything within the non-attachment itself. Keep opening up widely as usual. Let's giving ending simultaneously with the whole samsara, so that there will be simultaneous purification of the extinction and the emptiness for everything. Let's proceed simultaneously, thoroughly, so that there is no need to wait for anyone to bless anyone. Let's bless through the same essence. Step back from disengaging itself, that is having stillness, indifference within looking, seeing and knowing. This is the realm of existence in itself. No grasping for the non-attachment itself.
ไม่สละไม่เองไม่เอาไม่เองดีๆ
Let's giving up the non-attachment itself.
แล้วมันจะไม่ใช่อะไรนิ่งๆ
No grasping for itself, then it will not be about anything within being still or not, indifferent or not. Nothing is gonna be within yes or no automatically.
ไม่ถอยจากไม่เอง
Step back from the non-attachment itself without grasping itself.
อย่าไปแค่ไม่
Let's not be stuck with just disengage or not.
ไม่ทิ้งไม่เองไม่สละไม่เอง
Give up the non-attachment itself
ไม่เอาไม่เอง
without grasping itself.
ไม่ที่มันไม่ใช่อะไรในไม่
Nothing is within the non-attachment itself.
อย่าเอาไปแค่
Let's not be limited,
อย่าเอาไปคา
being stuck with just that.
นั่นเอง
Otherwise,
ได้เลย
it's gonna be stuck with such an idea. To seek for anything is the desire, child. It is samsara within itself. Seeking through aiming, through knowing. Therefore, step back, disengage from disengaging itself without grasping itself. Step back from the non-attachment itself that is not about anything within itself. Stillness and indifference cannot be used to bless samsara. It is being specific within itself, within its state of mind. It is a burden, it is a realm of existence. It is the feature that is bound within itself. That is stillness and indifference. It cannot be used to help end for samsara. It is realm of existence, child. It's still sinking in itself, it's still maintaining itself, it's still taking refuge within itself. It cannot be used to purify samsara because it's still stuck within taking refuge within Dhamma. Sinking, maintaining, that is ongoing. What is there that is stuck within the maintaining and sinking is still a realm of existence in itself. No grasping for the non-grasping itself. Step back from disengage from disengaging itself. This is just proceeding to disengage or not. Being obsessed with eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body and mind that with projection. Proceeding in such a way. So step back, disengage from disengaging itself without grasping itself completely. Simultaneously with everything as usual. Proceed simultaneously as usual without separating samsara from nibbana. To separate nibbana from nibbana, there won't be any purification from the extinction. Nothing will be purified. To separate nibbana from nibbana, how can there be the purification of the extinction and the emptiness when there is such a delusion to separate? Let's not separate the letting go from anything. Let's not separate the discarding from anything. Discard the discarding itself. It is not about discarding all things. Discard the discarding itself simultaneously with everything. Let's not separate discarding from anything. Let's not separate letting go of something. Let go of the letting go itself. If separate Nibbana from samsara, how can there be Nibbana purifying samsara? This is an engrossment to separate, separating something that is not about a separation, that is impossible to separate either. Nibbana is not Nibbana itself. How can Nibbana be separated from anything? It is not in the position to separate from anything. There is only a delusion that does it. Let's not separate the letting go from anything. Let go of the letting go itself. Simultaneously with everything like this, Nibbana and samsara ending automatically all together, purifying automatically all together. Let go of the letting go itself. It's not about letting go of something. To let go of something is going to be a delusion with that act. Let go of the letting go itself, it will purify the delusion to let go simultaneously. Disengage from disengaging itself will purify the delusion to disengage. The non-attachment doesn't grasp itself. It will purify the delusion to try to disengage or to not attach. It will purify both the attempt to disengage and the disengaging itself simultaneously. Let go of the letting go itself will give ending all concerned with the attempt to let go. It will give ending to the path of the noble ones. Let's not be deluded to create path, whether it's the worldling's path or the noble path. Let's end the attempt to end itself, child. Let's not try to end anything. The attempt to end itself is still the beingness of samsara. Listen well, then there will be nothing within the goodness, no significance within the goodness. It will be beyond goodness. Listen well, then it will not be about anything within the goodness. Listen to that which is giving ending, then one will enable to give ending. If one listens to the essence of the great compassion, then one will be the essence of the great compassion altogether. This is not about discarding something, child. Discard the discarding itself. Let go of the letting go itself. It's not about letting go of something. Being deluded to discard, to let go of something until it's so complicated, it's so conflicting within its conditions, within itself, within its conditions and features. Being deludedly separating and dividing. Let go of the letting go itself. Let's not be deluded to let go of anything. Disengage from the disengaging itself. Let's not be deluded to disengage from anything. No is not no itself. Let's not be deluded to reject anything. In this way, there will be no conflicts, no quarrels through titi, through opinions and meanings. So that there will not be any delusion to conflict with each other by the titi, by opinions and meanings. With opinions about this is not it, that is not it, on and on. It's a quarrel. No purifying, no itself. No is not no itself. Let's proceed simultaneously with the whole samsara.
เคยได้ยินไหมเล่าตัดรู้พร้อม
Have you ever heard simultaneous enlightenment? Huh?
พร้อมเนี่ยอะไร
Simultaneity. What does it mean?
จบพร้อมกันไปนั่นเองตัดพร้อมกันไปนั่นเอง
Simultaneous cutting, natural cutting. For everything simultaneously. Disengage from disengaging itself simultaneously. This is simultaneous cutting. The enlightenment and the blessing is to be proceeded simultaneously. In other words, it's assumed called as benefits for oneself and others is there simultaneously.